Hello. Woo. Hello, everybody. Dr. Willie Jolley.
And this is Dee Taylor Jolley.
Woo. My wife cracks me up. That's an understatement.
All right. We're going to the chapel and
we're gonna get married. Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Gee, I really love you and we're
going to the chapel and we're going to the chapel of love.
That's it.
All right, everybody.
Wedding month.
It's wedding month. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great June. And your June is dynamite, fantastic, incredible, wonderful. We are excited. We want to talk about super marriages. Super marriages. How you like that? How you like that? Ohio.
Where did you find that?
My friend, the great speaker, Alston, Harvey Alston, is one of the great speakers in America, primarily to the youth market. He lives in Columbus, Ohio, and he's very active in helping young people and organizations around the state of Ohio.
Where did you get the shirt from,
He
honey?
sent this to me as a gift.
All right, so now you're showing off the super part.
I thank you, Harvey, for sending this to me and for what you've done. When I started speaking 27 years ago, Harvey was one of the premier and predominant speakers in the youth market, and he gave me lots of encouragement, and we've been friends. And I mean, I've never seen anybody do what he does. 200 events a year, no staff. He's the most organized man I've ever seen, and he's just a great guy, just a great guy.
All right, back on target.
All right, so anyway, thank you, Harvey, for the shirt.
This is June.
And he's been married for, Harvey's been married for almost 50 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he looks
50.
great.
He looks great. He's like a Superman. Anyway,
They take
hello,
care of
Nicole
each other.
Stewart. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we are encouraging you and whoever joins us to share this with your network, with your friends or family members.
This is the last
of the
Monday for June.
Monday for June.
And June, we're talking about weddings.
Weddings
right?
and marriage.
The main wedding month. Yes.
Wedding month. You
Yes.
know, more people get married in June than any other month.
It's a great month.
We got married in June.
We got married in June 28th.
34 years ago on this.
Going to the Justice of the Peace.
On this Friday. We went to the Justice of Peace. We eloped.
Went out to lunch and came back married.
Yeah, we're not going to go down that story because I've already told that story sometime this month. And for those who haven't seen it, you can go back to some of the former stories. It's quite a great story how she did not want to get married. She kept telling me, no. And I kept saying, maybe,
so
possibly.
He's a great salesperson. So let's move on. So
okay,
the topic
those,
this evening.
Make love, make money, make it last. We're excited about the audio. The topic this evening is,
Did you go to
the chapel with the
wrong person?
Wrong person.
How is that possible?
Some people are.
Did you go to the chapel with the wrong person?
And if you did,
what do you do about it?
What do you do about it?
Now. Okay, let's get to it.
You're married. So let me read a quote to you out of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last.
From Zig Ziglar, who was married, over 50, 60 years?
60 years. And this is an incredible quote that I think is so profound.
So it kicks off the evening.
Zig Ziglar's quote on marriage. I have no way, and for those who have the book, it's on page 166. If you have the book, you can read along with us on 166. I have no way of knowing whether or not you married the wrong person. But I do know that many people have a lot of wrong ideas about marriage and what it takes to make that marriage happy and successful. I'll be the first to admit that it's possible that you did marry the wrong person. However, if you treat the wrong person like they are the right person, you could well end up having married the right person after all. On the other hand, If you marry the right person and treat that right person in a wrong manner, you certainly will have ended up marrying the wrong person, because you could break up because that right person became the wrong person because of your actions. I also know that it is far more important to be the right kind of person than it is to marry the right person. In short, whether you marry the right person or the wrong person, it is primarily up to you to be the right person. Wow. That's profound. And Zig was married for 60 years to his beautiful bride, Jean, who just passed away a few months ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, and
the redhead.
The redhead.
Aww.
And so she went on to be with Zig in heaven. And so they are doing what we're doing. We just continue to be happily married in heaven.
So there are 2 points that I see that came out of what you read. First question is, how do you treat the person you married?
Well,
and then secondly,
critical.
How do you be the right kind of person to be married to?
So let's first talk about some of the issues we've seen come up just recently with people who have read the book, heard about the book, and reached out to us. We're getting more and more questions from couples. And one of the issues that we keep seeing is communication.
Couples or individuals?
Well, couples, because they both call. You know, we had one last week where they both emailed and called, and they both had issues. But it was based on communication. How you talk to each other. And that keeps to be a theme we've seen over and over again with troubled marriages. How you talk to each other. Or really how you talk at each other, because that's what they're doing, talking at each other. They're not respectful. They're not kind in their communication.
And they're not listening?
They're not listening. It's my way or the highway. You wrong. I'm right.
So would you say that respect becomes, when you talk about communication, how can you communicate if there's not mutual respect?
It's really hard to respond to a person or respond when you're going to react. So there are two ways of thinking. There's reacting and responding. Reaction is negative, always. When you react to something, it's always negative. So if you went to the pharmacist and they gave you a prescription, you took the prescription and you had a reaction, you already know that means there was a negative impact by that. But if you went to the pharmacist, the doctor gave you a prescription, you had some ailment, and you responded, then that's positive. So how are you going to handle communication? Are you going to react and be angry and I mean,
okay, I think,
or are you going to respond? Now, one of the conversations, I was on the phone with the couple. I was talking to both of them in a conference call. And there was a reaction. She said something, he reacted, and he went to cussing her out. What? I said, hold up.
Here's what I
can't handle it.
Stop.
I can't handle myself. She's turned. What the?
Let me say this. I think that we talk too much.
Who's we?
We.
People.
People in relationships talk too much.
Well, explain that to me.
Because the talking too much, they're reacting. They're not stopping and thinking and mulling over.
That's good.
What their partner is saying, what are the circumstances, and
how they should respond.
How they should give an answer. I won't use the word respond.
No, how they should
give an answer to them that doesn't continue to fuel
to escalate
the situation.
And we saw that escalate. That conversation escalated. It went from bad to worse.
So what is happening is that their emotions speak for them.
Okay.
So they're out of control. Their emotions speak.
Okay, so.
And I think sometimes You want to be out of control.
So what I want to do right now, we're going to do something. We're going to talk a little more. But if you have a question or you know someone who's struggling with something in their marriage, ask us. We are looking at the points that come up on the side of the screen, and if there's something that we can be of help to while we're having these few minutes of talking about how to react or respond. And then also we want to talk about the 4 F's out of the book for
better communication.
Communication, 4 secrets to determine if you're going to have a good conversation and a good response or a bad conversation or reaction. So
the first thing to do is to, before you get to your 4 F's, I think the most important thing to do is to listen and keep your mouth shut.
Yes, listen at least.
That's what I think.
Well, let's talk about our early years. Now, everybody knows us. We have not had an argument in over 30 years. That's true. And we learned some principles. But those early years, we argued because we did not learn how to temper or hold our tongue or think about what needs to be said or think about where we're going.
Certain behaviors would piss me off.
Yes. Right. And you would respond or react. You react to those.
And that's why I say to think before you open your mouth.
Whoo, she would.
Because the goal
she would flip out.
Now, flip out. The goal would be, my goal was to always get you to cooperate and do things the way I wanted them done. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yes.
Because sometimes you were just a hot mess.
Yes.
With your clothes and
stuff. Clothes everything. Clothes everywhere.
Okay.
She's a neat freak.
And it was more,
I was the extreme opposite.
Right. So it was more for us about our environment that we were trying to create as we were working on this family, plus the blending of the family.
Blended family. So talk a little bit about that blended family.
We came from we had the same values in terms of our belief in Jesus Christ, the importance of family and but in terms of raising children, we hadn't done that before. Even though you came to the marriage with a daughter, but you had never really raised school year wise.
Yeah, she only came with me in the summer.
So you were a good time dad.
Yeah, good time.
And I had been a former school teacher. There was a problem.
Yes.
In terms of bedtime, in terms of discipline and doing homework. And I had to learn how to encourage you to be a more disciplined, responsible dad without telling you, you just really jacked up and you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
right?
That's cool.
So that I had to learn to listen and to observe and to offer wise counsel very carefully. And I think that's really very important.
That's important.
Yes.
To think about what the words are going to come out of your mouth before they come out of your mouth.
To not make you, the goal was to encourage and support you and not to say, you know what, you don't know what the heck you're doing.
Right.
And I'm older. I've taught students, and this is what you should do, because that is not a way to gain your what's the right word? Your
confidence,
your confidence in me, so that you would listen to me.
Yeah. So listen. What we want to say is this: sometimes people say things that are really hurtful because they didn't think. So stop and think. Stop and think before the words come out of your mouth. We had one couple that we know that the wife said to her husband after an early sexual activity that they had as newlyweds, "Is that it? What? Is that all you got?" Or something to that effect.
Well, whatever
it was, it made him feel.
But you know what? I think that happens more than.
So,
because we were at a couples seminar, and the pastor was relaying a similar situation and encounter we had with an older lady who had married another pastor whose wife had passed away. So she had been a virgin, and she was like, "I'm disappointed."
Yeah.
Now I don't know if that's something you say to your you say to your spouse.
But it goes to
on your
communication.
wedding night.
So what would we have done differently? She would have said, "Let me tell you what I like and how I like."
But you know what? I'll interrupt there. I think that's because we were really friends.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the communication.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get to the
Okay,
communication.
okay.
That they would, rather than saying something that would emasculate the man,
Or that's negative in general, or that would make the woman feel less than.
Or make the woman feel less than. There was the communication. Here's what we're trying to get to: a popping, great sex life. Okay, now in order to do that, we got to have communication.
So you have to say, what do you like?
Yeah, you have to talk about it.
So you have to have a conversation.
You have to have it.
That means
and
you
you know, a
have to
lot of
listen.
folks have issues talking about sex because,
Yes.
whatever the reason. That's why we make a point in the book to talk about the big things that break up marriage: sex, money, communication.
So if you're really good friends, you should be able to talk about sex.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yes.
We talk about it.
Okay. Okay, let's stay on focus here. All right. So reaction versus response.
Anyway. Okay, here we go. I got to stay on focus. So reaction then versus responding. We want to respond rather than react. Now,
Difficult conversation.
difficult conversations. Out of the book. 4 F's. Critical. We're going to have difficult conversation. Might be about sex. Might be about money. It might be about raising the children. It might be about some little thing or some issue that irks
something
them.
that annoys you.
That irks them.
How do you get people to change their behavior? Like we talk about, people don't really change; they become more of who they are. But at least if you work at persuading them or show why it is in their best interest to behave differently. For example, I have an issue with being neat and orderly, and you do not.
Yes.
I mean, we have this running disagreement as to why you should dry the dishes as opposed to just leaving them in the dishwasher or leaving them on the counter just to dry themselves. We have this ongoing disagreement. He says it's water. It's just water, and eventually it's going to dry.
When I went to school, there was this thing called evaporation. And
so he tells me that I don't know anything about science. I'm not interested in the fact. Scientific stuff about evaporation.
She says, they'll have spots on them.
They're water spots. I don't get
water. You can't see water.
So
it's clear. Anyway.
Here we go. You see that? So I said,
but we talk it through. And yesterday she said, I was washing the dishes before she put them in the dishwasher. I said, I'll wash it. And she said, do so.
So, sometimes you have to let things go. So his washing of the dishes and my washing of the dishes are really two very different things. I said, okay, sweetheart, bless his heart. He washes the dishes.
Now, some people would have had an argument about that. In other words, we responded to conversations rather than react. So, I'm saying to you,
and I let it go.
And sometimes I just let it go. We both let it go. You just say, that's not a big deal.
We learned to laugh about a lot of things.
You caught us when we were laughing. We laugh about a lot of stuff. Now, before, let's see where we are now. I got to stop here. We got to talk about our seminar right now before anybody jumps off, because I want to make sure people don't miss this. So we're having, our anniversary is the 28th of June, which is Friday night. Friday. We have our, whatever we do Friday night. But one of our church members said, well, are you going away? Are you going to have a vacation? Well, I said,
we vacation all the time together.
We're going to have a seminar to help some other marriages. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to do it on Saturday. And it's a super seminar to save and create some super marriages. She said, really? I said, yes. That's what we're going to do. But y'all work all the time. We love what we're doing. We're working together. We're happy as can be. Her parents worked all the time, 7 days a week, 6 days a week in their grocery store that they ran together. And 7th day on Sunday was their day of worship. He was a pastor. She was the first lady. And they had church. They never took a vacation. Did I ever see them take a vacation?
But they think their whole lives were vacation because it was wrong.
They were together.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to get to.
Yeah.
So we together, we're happy. We want to help marriages. We want to help couples. We want to inspire. Now, as I said earlier, that I said on a Facebook message today, you've got to invest in your marriage. You got to invest in yourself. You got to invest in your future. We invest in our marriage. We have invested over the years money spent on learning how to be better in our marriage, learning more tips.
How to communicate and how to let things go that seem to be a big issue at the moment, but really it's small in comparison to the relationship.
So you got to learn and invest. So you can invest in a seminar, or you can invest in a divorce lawyer. All right, now and your choice. But we know that a friend of ours invested in a divorce lawyer and had to pay the divorce lawyer $4,000 cash. But lawyers and divorce lawyers say we want our money up front.
Because it gets messy.
It gets messy, and so we take them in big chunks. So you got to get that money together. We are having a seminar. We want to save marriages. We want to encourage marriages. We want to enhance marriages. And it's a small price to come and be with us for Saturday brunch. A brunch where the brunch is included. So come. And if you register before midnight tonight, you get the workbook, a $49 value that you have been working on for what? 6 months? About 6 months? 4 months?
4 months.
4 months. It's awesome. It's incredible. And she has been working on it and working on it.
They're great activities.
It's great. So you get that free. We're throwing that in for the people who register by tonight at midnight. After tonight, you're going to have to pay for it if you want to get that workbook, which is going to help you. Again, invest in your marriage. Spend the money to invest in your marriage. Or separation costs, breaking up of costs. We have had so many people who have lost so much money. One of our friends, North Carolina, he has spent $150,000 in this divorce. $150,000, and it ain't over. So we said, look, let's just help people.
And we were there before there were children, before there was a marriage.
Oh my goodness. So anyway,
it's back to
let's go back. So jollymarriage.com/brunch. jollymarriage.com/brunch before midnight tonight to get your free workbook. And you can register all week, but we recommend you register immediately. Get that workbook, and so that we'll have space, because once it's sold out, it's sold out. So that's it.
Okay, time back to
limited
the 4 Fs.
4 Fs. Here they go. Hey, Jill. Hey, Jacqueline Davis.
Hi.
God bless you. And we're asking people, if you got any questions, now is the time. If you know somebody who's got a question, we got about 7 minutes before we are over.
Okay,
so,
the 4 Fs. Back to that.
Number 1, be friendly. Be friendly. Always start every uncomfortable conversation, which you got to have. Communication is.
All right. So if you're mad,
if
you're mad with your mate, how are you gonna be friendly?
You got to have what we call a pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupt. If you know that this pushes your buttons, which is what I told the guy on the phone when he was starting to cuss his wife out. I said, oh, stop. You need to have a pattern interrupt, which means when you feel like you're about to blow up and start cussing and being ugly to somebody, stop. Take a walk. Breathe.
So you have to have some self-discipline. Is really what you're saying.
Well, no, you have to
control yourself.
No. You have to have a pattern interrupt. You got to interrupt the pattern, which means you're going this way. I got to stop this.
But doesn't that require discipline to be able to?
Well, it requires thinking that how is this working for you? Okay, me cussing him out has not worked well for him. Okay, so every time he cuss him out, then she gets mad.
I know.
And things get ugly, and then they don't talk.
But you have to have enough
discipline. Son, welcome to
Hi.
Hey. So it takes discipline, but it takes thinking. Okay, yeah, it does take some. But main thing, a pattern. So first thing you do is you be friendly. When you feel like you're going to get mad, you're getting madder. Let me stop. Let me take a walk. Let me gather myself. So that's first. Be friendly, because when you're hostile, people put defense mechanisms up and it goes nowhere.
So being friendly means you have to choose your words too, because sometimes friendly words are not the first things that you're thinking of.
No, that's correct. Mm-hmm. Number 2, be frank. Being frank means tell the truth. Now, we have had...
Well, you have to tell the facts.
Tell the truth. Here's the truth. And the truth is, this is how that makes me feel. Because many people think by being frank, I mean, you did this, and the reason you did this, because you did that.
You don't know why
you don't know their motivation, and you don't want to start pointing fingers at them because that makes people defensive. So rather than saying, you, do this. this how that made me feel. This how that made me feel. Hurt my feelings. Or it made me sad. Or, broke my heart. I don't care what. You have to be honest, though. Be frank. Be frank. So be friendly, be frank, then be fair. Be fair. Be fair. Being fair is listening and finding out if there's something more to this story that I don't know about, that I should know about.
Fair. Do you see all sides?
What's their side
What
of the
are
table?
all of the pieces, right?
You want to see
that
it from them.
resulted in this particular situation.
Right. Case,
The
go
drama.
back to my conversation with that couple. They were angry about something, and she wasn't really fair to him. She didn't tell him the whole story. So be fair.
And then
He
sometimes
He
it's a
went
challenge.
into this without knowing the whole story. She knew the whole
And
story.
nobody apologized, did they?
Nobody apologized. Well, I got him to at least say, let's calm down and dial it back. Remember in the book we talk about dial it back. When you feel like you're about to blow up, dial it back, dial it back, dial it back. This is not going to end well. Let me dial it back. Okay, so be friendly, be frank, be fair, and then be focused on a positive win-win.
So how do you the goal is that everybody will walk away feeling that they
won.
got something.
Yeah, everybody wins.
No one wants to get beat up.
No. So be focused on a positive.
You don't want to go away with one person with their tail between their legs.
That's right. Somebody that, some people think I got to win all the arguments. No, that's not smart.
And honestly, in some relationships, some of the people that we've talked to, they really do like the idea of hurting their spouse.
Yes. That's not good. It's not going to be. That's not going to make
That's an ugly household.
That's an uncomfortable, ugly household, and it's going to impact every part of your life, and it's going to impact your sex life. Okay. And
but there might be no sex life.
Hello. So we're saying to y'all, this has an impact on every part of your life. Why do you want the drama? Chapter number 5. Leave the drama with your mama.
I don't know.
I think it's chapter number 5. Leave the drama. Chapter number 5.
Oh,
Leave the
you're
drama
good.
with your mama. Leave it. When you were a child, you acted like a child. You spoke like a child. But when you grew up, you became an adult. You put away childish things, or you should have put away childish things. Some people do not put away childish things, and they bring that same drama they had at home as a child, huffing and puffing and shutting down and having temper tantrums. They bring it to their marriage. It does not compute. It does not compute. So we're encouraging you to leave the drama with your mama. And so be friendly, be frank, be fair, be focused on a positive ending. We have focused on a positive ending. So go back to our object lesson. I'm washing the dishes. She says, you're not drying them. I said, why you got to dry them? They're going to dry them.
We've had the same conversation for 34
let me
years.
forget the object lesson. Object lesson is that I said, okay, that's not, if you want me to dry them, I'll dry them. And I pulled out the little thing and I dried them. Probably not to her liking the way she liked it, but I did do it.
Say,
She
okay,
probably,
dear.
knowing her, when I left the room, she rewashed that. Knowing her. But that's okay, because we know what? We came to
He attempted to do it the way that I wanted it done. He's satisfied. He was willing to do what I asked him to do, even though he grew up in an environment where they didn't wash.
We didn't do that. We just put it over and dry it a little. It was a little thing. You put it in there. It stood up. And, that was it. So I'm saying to you, let's keep the drama down. Nobody. Look,
And I showed him I appreciated the fact that he
She liked your
attempted to
new
do
look,
it.
Mrs.
Aw.
Jolley.
I know, crazy. I
Stuck
know.
her finger in an electric socket.
Might be pink tomorrow.
Yeah,
I got spray. Okay.
She is my cutie pie. Let me tell you, this woman.
I surprise.
I love this woman. I love this woman, and I treat her like that. And that's what I want to say to everybody: treat your mate like you love him. Treat him like.
And
go back
I tried
to
to surprise him.
All right.
He
Remember
never
what?
knows what I'm going to look like.
Remember
or
what
I'm going to wear.
Remember what Zig Ziglar said. He said, if you treat them the right person wrong, then they will end up being the wrong person. But if you treat the wrong person
like they're the right person, then they'll be the right person.
They will be the right person. And all in all, it really is you be the right person and taking care of your
Doing the right thing.
Yes. Okay. So we want marriages to survive, thrive.
To thrive.
We want
for
you
you to enjoy each other, because that's part of your legacy.
Yes.
And do you know what? Financial security says that couples who leave a legacy have more to leave
Yep.
than single, divorced
That's
couples.
right. That's what it is. So look, again, we want you to share this. Share this with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody. Hit the share. Love, 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 love. We want everybody to get it. Pass it on. Take the clip, the link, pass it on. Oh, we had a person give us a great good, Jill. She was purple. Her hair. Okay. Anyway,
Send me a picture.
we had a person say, we love the Facebook, but we want you to put it on YouTube. So we're going to work on putting it on YouTube. All of our episodes.
Well, Cheryl
on YouTube.
is going to work on it.
We're going to have all our episodes on Jolley TV, Jolley Marriage TV. So you'll be able to go to Willie Jolley and our YouTube channel, Willie Jolley YouTube channel. There'll be a whole stream for marriage, so we can share this with the world. We're going to go all in with this. So if you don't have the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, go to jollymarriage.com. Go to Amazon. If you want an autographed copy, jollymarriage.com. If you just want a copy, Amazon. The audio, live audio is in there, and that's jollymarriage.com/live, right? And then this week we are celebrating our 34th wedding anniversary. We haven't had an argument in over 30 years. We're going to have our celebration together on Friday, but then Saturday we're going to have a seminar.
I think we're going to go to the spa. He doesn't know that yet.
I'll take that. Remember when we went to spa in Hawaii and they put us in those olive leaves together? Those big old leaves? Anyway.
We can't go to Hawaii.
No, we can't do it. But we're going to be Saturday brunch. It's a seminar. And we're just giving brunch as a nice brunch. We're throwing it in. We'll pay for that. You invest in your marriage, we'll invest in you. So you do that. And if you register by midnight tonight, you get the free... you get the workbook free, $49 value free, and we want everybody to do that. Next week we'll be selling it at the seminar.
Next week starts July. In July our theme is going to be summer fun.
Ooh.
So different kinds of activities.
Like
we're looking for suggestions. Now, summer fun. I was thinking
on the beach by ourselves in St. Martin.
No. I was thinking more along the lines of a segue to some things that you can do.
What did we do on the beach
summer.
by ourselves?
Well, we had sex on the beach. That's really what
we did.
That's what you wanted me to say. That's what we did. You're naughty. Okay, let's go.
All right, we got to go. We love you. We love each other. We want happy marriages. We want you to be happy. We want you to be excited. My heart goes kabook kabook when I see her. I really do, because I love her. She treats me so nice, and I treat her nice. And we're good to each other. We respect each other. We talk to each other nicely. We don't talk at each other. And our marriage has been really just a wonderful journey because of the principles we learned, and that we learned from great mentors. We put them in the book, and we hope you will use them for your marriage. We want millions of happy, super marriages. This is Dr. Willie Jolley.
This is Dee. Jolley out.
Jolley out. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.